sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Standing water or high humidity, nasty odors, or dangerous mold? Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Wednesday, the 12th of October. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather featuring beneficial rain today. How about that? We've had a few strong storms about, and we'll have one more line of storms coming in here tonight. And, of course, the question is, can the air destabilize for severe storms with that feature tonight? So we'll talk about that. Let's go right to the upper air look across the country today. A pretty impressive trough moving in. That's providing dynamic support for the rain and thunderstorms. This is the visible satellite view. And, of course, we have thick clouds over most of the state. We have heavy rain falling in parts of east and southeast Alabama. There is a break in the cloud cover over some of the northwestern counties of the state, up around the shoals, between the morning batch of storms we had earlier today and the new line of storms on the front over Tennessee. But again, it's just doubtful that the air can really recover. Here's the radar composite, and you can see the batch we've dealt with today over Alabama and the new line of storms over Tennessee. Let's go to the radar, and you can see the lead batch of storms pushing through parts of east and southeast Alabama. And as we speak, there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect now for parts of east central Alabama. This warning is in effect for parts of Bullock County, including Union Springs, over into parts of Russell counties and Barber County as well. And again, the storms have weakened a little bit there. This probably has some small hail and strong gusty winds, but tremendous amounts of rain. And one thing about it, everybody's getting some good rain today. It looks like most locations will see between 1 and 2 inches of rain today. And again, that lead batch will be pushing through southeast Alabama over the next several hours. But I thought we'd take a look at what's happening up in West Tennessee along the actual front itself. And again, you can see this line of storms will be approaching the northwestern corner of Alabama, I'd say by maybe 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And these storms at the moment are currently under severe limits, but they could possibly produce some small hail and strong winds. And again, the air that is in place across our state, the air is rain-cooled, and I'd say there's a pretty good chance we won't have any major severe weather problems tonight. But as always, we'll be watching radar trends carefully. And speaking of rain-cooled, you can see that we've got mostly 60s on the map there. Birmingham and Gadsden and Sylacauga and Haleyville at 67. There's no instability. Tuscaloosa coming in the upper 60s, around 68. But down in southeast Alabama, Dothan has 83. So as this lead batch of storms comes in there this evening, there could be a few strong storms, possibly severe. So this is the watch warning map around the nation. We have some wind issues up north for parts of the Dakotas. And this is the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. And we've got that risk here across the Deep South. And again, we've got a level 2 out of 5, slight risk over some of the western and northern counties of the state. And again, that's for the incoming batch of storms tonight. And for the rest of the state, a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk, and that's for the ongoing activity. We'll take a look at modeling on this in just a second. This is tomorrow. We have a marginal risk from North Carolina to parts of southern New England. And on day 3, which is Friday, no organized severe weather expected across the country. Here's the rain for the next 7 days, and quite frankly, a lot of this is falling right now. And again, I think most spots in the state, they're going to wind up between 1 and 2 inches of rain today. Some spots have already seen well over 1 inch, and that's certainly going to break the dry spell. One quick note in the tropics, we have Tropical Storm Carl in the Bay of Campeche. This is the far southwestern Gulf of Mexico, looking a little better on satellite imagery today, and the winds have increased now to 60 miles an hour, but this will be ultimately dropping southward. And landfall will likely come on the coast of Mexico Friday evening. So this is no threat to the United States. And the good news, the rest of the Atlantic Basin looking really, really quiet. All the way from Florida to the coast of Africa. No concern. And we see no tropical trouble for the United States, at least for the next 5 days. Hurricane season runs through the end of next month, the end of November. So this is the high-resolution HRRR model, valid this evening at 10 o'clock. And you can see the activity moving into west and northwest Alabama. That's in advance of the front, and that's what we'll be watching tonight. And again, I just don't think we have any big severe weather problems. This is the surface-based instability, and there basically is none. I say none, a little bit, but the better instabilities down over the South Alabama and the Gulf Coast, but the dynamic forcing down there will be weaker. Little bit of SRH, storm relative helicity, but the STP values are basically meaningless. So the good news, we don't expect any tornado problems tonight, and there could be a storm with gusty winds on the front as they pass through. And as always, you know the deal. When it comes to thunderstorms, expect the unexpected. We'll watch radar trends, but I just don't think we'll have a big severe weather problem tonight. So this is tomorrow, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 4 o'clock. Got a big trough over the eastern states and a new punch of dry air coming in. The day will be mostly sunny, rather breezy, high close to 75. This is Friday. Now, we're going to start the day Friday morning, well down in the 40s. However, we warm up quickly, and again, that's what happens when the air is very dry. Despite the fact we start well down in the 40s, the high Friday will be close to 80. A warm afternoon, the sky will be sunny. Another great night for high school football. So this is Saturday, and we've got a surface front north of the state, and that's producing some showers over parts of Kentucky and northern Tennessee. And let me just say, I don't think we have rain for the Alabama-Tennessee game. The better chance of showers in Knoxville will be after the game is over Saturday night. And, of course, for Alabama, the day Saturday will be dry. Should be a warm day, the high Saturday in the low 80s in many spots. And then Sunday, as the front pushes in, we're going to mention the chance of a few widely scattered showers. I don't think it rains a lot, but there just could be a few showers around. And really, the better chance of rain will likely be on Monday. This is Monday of next week, and you can see a number of showers will likely be around, probably not raining all day. And we start to turn cooler on Monday, the high Monday dropping in the 60s, and the coolest air so far this season is going to roll in here next week. This is Tuesday. We're dry. Some folks up in the Tennessee Valley might stay in the 50s all day Tuesday, despite the fact that it will be sunny. And this is a week from today. We have a northwest flow aloft and a very dry, chilly air mass. And many, many places over the northern two-thirds of the state will see their first widespread frost of the season Wednesday morning of next week. That's October the 19th. And the colder pockets will likely see a freeze. They could easily go in the 20s. So get ready. It's going to feel like wintertime by the middle of next week. We'll go out 10 days. This is, Saturday, October 22nd. And again, we have a northwest flow aloft, and if that's right, that will be a dry and pleasant weekend. Here's a look at the rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble. We're looking for the green line, and the mean is between 1 and 1.5 inches between now and the 28th of October. And quite frankly, a lot of that is what's falling today. This will probably be the biggest rain event of the month. And temperatures coming off the national blend of models. You can see mid-70s. This is for Birmingham tomorrow and Friday. Low 80s on Saturday. But look at the drop next week. Highs drop to 62 on Tuesday and lows well down in the 30s by Wednesday and Thursday morning. And again, away from the city, many spots will probably be down around the freezing mark at that point. And hot off the presses. This is the latest 8 to 14-day outlook. This is for October 20th through the 26th. And if this works out, temperatures will likely be at or below average. All right, got to roll some Kid Cam video today. The Pepsi Kid Cam. I was at Altadena Valley Presbyterian Church, their kindergarten and preschool program, God's House Kindergarten, and they were great today. Had a great time talking about the weather on a rainy day, and ooh, we were booed. I like that. Look at those boo donuts. That's working for me. That's good stuff. That will release endorphins. It's good for you. But great to see the kids today, and a lot of fun talking about weather on a rainy day because we've not had rain in quite a while. All right, so that's going to do it for the afternoon weather briefing video today. Got a few notes here. Tomorrow, I will be at Hueytown High School, home of the Golden Gophers. And then on Friday, I will be at Tarrant Elementary School, home of the Wildcats. And then Saturday, we have a book signing at the BJCC in downtown Birmingham. That's going to be in the South Exhibition Hall as part of the ABC 3340 Senior Expo. And I'm about as senior as it gets. But this is not only for seniors, but for those that are planning for their parents and maybe looking for places for them to live when they're older. Anyway, it's going to be in the South Exhibition Hall. We'll be there Saturday from 11 until 2. So that's it for the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. We'll have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. And, of course, if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.